Welcome back to Daytime Toronto. Fun guests of our show from Volunteer Toronto are here. Community Corporate Partnerships Manager, Volunteer Toronto, Camara Chambers, as well as Volunteer Coordinator from Birchmount Bluffs Neighbourhood Centre, Linda Curley are here. And it's Camara. I told you I would do that.
That's okay.
And that's exactly what would happen. But you have been here many times before, and what you guys do is so wonderful. I'm very blessed to meet you guys because you show us how to really get back involved with the community. So what's happening? What's up?
There's a lot happening at this time. So many people want to give back, and actually, before I go into it, I want to give a small gift. This is from our volunteer
appreciation. A gift
appreciation.
off the top?
I know,
You're
it's
already my
Christmas, I might
favorite.
as well
This is
be
the
generous.
best. That's beautiful.
There you go, enjoy.
I saw many people snacking on these before the show, so I felt very jealous, and now I feel very fulfilled. Thank you.
Enjoy. But this is a time to give back. A lot of people are looking forward to giving back over the Christmas season. And it sometimes is a little bit hard to find volunteer opportunities. So what we've done on our website is we've listed a number of ways you can give back if you can't actually find a volunteer opportunity. So some of the ways are quite small, but really actually quite helpful. So you could write a letter of appreciation to your mailman, even the person that serves you in your local grocery store, just to say to them, you know, you really appreciate them. And it's a great time to say so during the festive season. Some of them are a bit more interesting. You can actually, with Oxfam, buy a sheep or a goat for someone in a developing country. So that's quite interesting. Or you could even donate your air miles to charity. So lots of ways to actually make a small difference in your community at this time of year.
Now there are so many different ways to go about doing this, and you have some ones, Linda, specifically that you've been working on that are specifically really exciting.
The project that I'm working on is called Share Christmas. It's Birchmount Bluffs Neighbourhood Centre is who I work for. And Share Christmas is our attempt to address issues of poverty in our community and ensure that families who are living in our community have their basic needs met over this time of year. So.
And how often do we overlook that people within our very own community aren't having the Christmas that the average person in our minds might be having?
Every day. and that's the hard part about it. Now, the Share Christmas program, it's called Share Christmas, but it's not about Christmas. It's not about a day, it's not about a week, it's not about a month. It's about ensuring that over the winter months, families, individuals have their basic needs met by through the support of the community, through the support of sponsorship. As a neighborhood center, we have a responsibility to the community 365 days a year. So we attempt to address that at this time of year and then looking into the new year as we move forward.
So we're coming up to this very important time of year shortly, and how are we doing? Do you need volunteers? Do you need more donations?
It's a combination of all of the above. This year we will have approximately about 1,550 individuals being supported, being sponsored through sponsorship, through donations from the community, and trying to just do the logistics around that is very, very challenging.
I can imagine that. And Camara, that's where you come into play. We're letting people know where they can go and volunteer. I mean, so how many of us really and truly are getting into it? Are we doing well this year if you give us a report card?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think Canadians do a lot, and Torontonians particularly, they're always looking to give back. And we're constantly speaking to people who are saying, where can we go? And our website is a great place to start to look for organisations actually actively looking for volunteers. But I think that Linda makes a great point. It's not just about Christmas, it's about the whole year round. So if you're not able to give back during this particular month, definitely think about 2014 and when you can actually commit some time, even if it is just one day, to actually give back and help people who actually really need your help.
Absolutely.
And Linda, you had a program actually that you wanted to mention that's happening.
I do.
There we go.
This 2013 Birchmount Bluffs Neighbourhood Centre held its first Community Engagement Awards event, where we honor individuals and small businesses in the community who focus their volunteer energies on community engagement, building and strengthening the community. So we're in our planning stage for 2014, and I need some volunteers for our planning committee. So call me.
That's amazing. There's over 400 nonprofits that you guys arrange over at Toronto Volunteer. So there's definitely a variety of different skills for different kinds of people.
Yes.
When we think of volunteers, sometimes we think time, but it can be a lot of other different ways you can give back.
Yeah, there are so many different ways. I think it really is about you thinking about what you want to do, whether you want to use a particular skill, maybe you can play the guitar, maybe you're really passionate about maybe comic books even, or want to work with young people. It's really about you thinking about how you want to give your time and then just finding an opportunity that's there for you. We have several thousand opportunities on our website, so I'm sure that anyone will find something that will interest them.
So So how do we find Linda's if we really felt touched by her story? How do we search through all those different opportunities to find ones in particular we want to work with?
You can do it in a couple of ways. If you know you particularly want to contact Linda, you can go to the Birchmount Bluffs Neighbourhood Centre's website. Alternatively, you can find the organisation on Volunteer Toronto's website. So volunteertoronto.ca, just have a look. We always have a list of opportunities that are available, and then it's a case of searching either by location, by types of organisation, maybe by the times you're actually available. If you know you're only available maybe on weekends or evenings, you can have a look that way as well.
You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for the work that you guys do. And then you gave this to all of the volunteers here at Daytime Toronto, which we really appreciate so much. The work that you do is absolutely immeasurable. So I want to wish you both a Merry Christmas during this time of year. For more information, you have to go to toronto.ca and torontouthvolunteer.org. As mentioned, there's so many different opportunities for you to give back and different ways that you can do that. And the bbnc.ca. And now here is one of our volunteers with your community events.